stood there like I wasn't real, like I hadn't learned every corner of his silence, like I didn't memorize the way it turns away. When truth gets too loud in the room, you looked at me like I arrived late, like I was borrowing a life I never held. But I've been here in the morning light, in the bills, the fights, the quiet spells. And I don't know what he told you, but I know what I lived through. I didn't walk into your story, I built the walls that stood inside. I carried every storm you never saw, every night it chose to hide. So don't just stand there like I'm breaking in, like I don't know his every scar. You're not discovering something new, you're trying to rewrite where we are. But I was already home, long before you ever knocked on his heart. Spoke my name like it was foreign, like I was just a shadow in your way. But I've been the one he came back to when the world stopped making him okay. And maybe he forgot to tell you, or maybe he let you believe that I was just a chapter he outgrew, not the life he never really leaves. But I see the truth in your shaking hands, you didn't know what you were walking into. I didn't walk into your story, I built the walls that stood inside. I carried every storm you never saw, every night it chose to hide. So don't you stand there like I'm breaking in, like I don't know his every scar. You're not discovering something new, you're trying to rewrite where we are. But I was already home, long before you ever knocked on his heart. You asked me if I ever loved him, like love could be measured in your doubt. But I loved him in the rebuilding when he broke and I didn't walk out. I loved him in the empty dinner plates and the silence he never explained. I loved him when it wasn't pretty, when it didn't even have a name. So don't you rewrite my history like I wasn't part of his gravity. I didn't walk into your story, I built the bones he stood inside. I learned the weight of every promise he made, then learned to let slide. So don't you stand there like I'm stealing, like I don't know his every flaw. You're not the answer he was missing, you're just the crack inside the law. But I was already home before you ever learned to fall. And maybe you thought I'd fall apart, maybe you thought I wouldn't say a word. But I've been holding this house together while he made both our worlds blur. And I'm not saying I'm perfect, I'm just saying I was real. I was there when it got ugly, when love was more than how it I'm here because you showed up like I didn't exist, like I didn't survive him, like I didn't build something out of all the times he almost left. But I did. I didn't walk into your story. I carried chapters you'll never read. I held together what he scattered while he fed you what you need. So don't you stand there like I'm nothing, like I'm just noise you have to pass. You're not the future I was missing. You're just a moment that won't last. And I was already home, even when he forgot my past. So stand there if you need to, but don't rewrite what you see.